An idea that I love that we don't talk about enough is that when you feel drawn to something, whether it's something small like an ice cream flavor or some other city that you really, really feel like you want to visit for no reason and you just feel drawn to it, I think that's your soul trying to tell you, your intuition trying to tell you, you're supposed to go there or you're supposed to have that thing. And the reality is that so many of us are out of touch with what we actually want because we're so used to seeing on social media what you should do or what you should like, and there's all these trends and these ideas of what is better and what is not, and we have these preconceptions that society is trying to shove in our faces and tell us like this is the right thing, this is the good thing, this is the better thing. And as a result, we're so out of touch with what we actually want and what we actually care about. And when you look at little kids, they're wearing their mismatched clothes that they like for no reason, and they're really obsessed with something random like dinosaurs or planes or whatever it is, and they're very unapologetic about it. They let themselves feel it fully, they let themselves enjoy the interest, and they don't care what anyone thinks until a certain age when at school they start to get bullied or whatever it is, and then they decide, oh, actually it's not cool to like this thing, so I'm gonna suppress it. And a lot of us as adults have learned this behavior of it is not safe to be different, it is not safe to have our own desires and wants, and it is actually safer for us to like what everyone else likes, and we will get judged if we don't. And because we start to link our sense of worth with our judgment and the opinions of other people, we start to think, oh, it's not safe, like people will judge me, and then that means I'm not worthy, so I shouldn't like these things, or I shouldn't follow these urges and desires. And because of that, we are all kind of living the identical life. I think this is why that everyone is beginning to live like the 9-to-5 life and trying to buy a home and have a family by their time they're 30, and everyone thinks that if you haven't met this exact sort of plan that you're not a success because this is what society has deemed to be successful. And it's so ridiculous to me because we are all so different. Even just looking at different human beings, like we all look so different, and even beauty standards of how people think that everyone should look a certain way, and maybe in this culture to be tan is beautiful, and in this culture to be very pale is beautiful, and in this culture this is different and this is different, and we all kind of just conform to this one idea of what beauty looks like, when in reality every single person is so beautiful in their own way and has so many gifts. And your intuition is such a beautiful thing because those little tiny voices in your head of like, oh, I like this, or I like this one more, or I like this one more, is you. It's the core of you. It's your true essence. And so many people are so disconnected from it because we're so used to following the trends and what everyone else thinks is cool. So the next time that you feel drawn to something, whether it's something small like a menu item that your server doesn't recommend, or maybe it's just like a pathway that you're taking and it's not the right path, it's not the fastest path to get to work or school or whatever it is, but it's the one that you feel drawn to, take that path. Or maybe you see a flower on the street and like, I know the quote like stop and smell the roses, but when was the last time you actually let yourself just have your eye be caught by something and then actually stop to look at it? Because the reality is that your life will be so much more full and fulfilling when you are following those little urges that you are having that no one else is having, because nobody can fulfill those urges and those desires that you have. Only you can do it, and you deserve to live a life that is full and meaningful and just colorful for you, and nobody else can do that for you. Nobody else has the same exact little urges and intuitive nudges that you do. When you follow them, I think your life becomes more beautiful because you're giving yourself permission to stop and just soak in the beauty of life in those little moments and just strengthen your intuition and come back to the core of you.